Hello there and welcome to the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. Home to the Ohio State Buckeyes, one of the great settings in sport, and man, this place is rocking today. This is not your normal matchup, a battle of top 5 teams, 2 forces colliding here near the end of the season. Cannot wait for this one. Big playoff implications. As we'll see the number 9 team in the land, the Missouri Tigers, taking on the winners of 6 straight, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Buckeyes will kick it away to start us off. That's a deep kickoff, hammered out the back of the end zone for a touchback. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Handoff here from the shotgun. That run takes it across the 30-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They're going to run it. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down to the 47.
Man, this is exactly how you want to start an opening drive on the road for this offense. Really well-blocked play, pick up some nice yardage, and if you're this offensive line, this is exactly what you talked about all week long in your meetings. Establish the line of scrimmage and take control of things up front, especially early in this game. They give their running back plenty of room to rumble.
Off the play fake on first down. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
Nowhere to run. No corralling for no gain.
The back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Tackle made at the 41. That's first down yardage.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get them to third down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
This Missouri offense is moving quickly down the field. First down, looking to throw the ball. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And they get him down after the completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. Take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone.
This defensive coordinator better make some adjustments. This back is on fire to start this game. You better start committing those safeties down overloading that line of scrimmage because this back is physical, he's got speed, and he is tough to bring down.
Second down after that previous play. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. He's got some open field ahead. And he steps out after a nice return. What a momentum shifter this could be.
Boy, a costly mistake here by the quarterback. Forces that ball into coverage, and the defense comes up with the interception. Hate to see the game start off like this for this offense.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Look at this, taking a shot on the very first play. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
I don't know if people understand how hard it is to defend against a deep ball in man coverage like that. But this defensive back did it perfectly. Turns his head back just in time to find the ball to ensure that incompletion.
Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fit, holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. The returner is brought down. Gets us started on the next drive. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. He just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage. After the second down incompletion, they'll have to convert here on third down and 8. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he lofts it deep over the middle. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Boy, Chris, what a hit there on that third down play by the defensive back. If he doesn't make that play, that's probably a first down, and they move the sticks. Instead, we've now got fourth down.
Decides not to fair catch it, but he is tackled immediately. Gutsy move, but didn't produce much. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. On the run here, lets it go. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. But a huge collision. Blow delivered there by the linebacker. Here's the second down play. Handoff to the back. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Hey, relax, Josh, bro. I'm just playing bad, dog. It started off bad.
Crucial third down play.
My Colorado team, even though I hate that hoe, better than this team.
Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Cannot escape, and down he goes.
Chris, that's on the offensive line right there. They definitely have to be feeling responsible because it's almost like you didn't protect your little brother back there.
Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. Looking to kick it away for the second time. This is a low liner. This won't go a long way. And the coverage team lets the ball roll dead. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. Now coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. He'll hand it off. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to 29.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
Well, he's got some space here. And the returner is brought down to wrap up the first quarter of play. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. Looking for a gap. It's Cook. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. 1st down.
You know, Chris, what a great run here. You think about Ohio State, you think lately about those NFL-ready wide receivers, but we all know it starts with their running games, all those great backs they've had over the years.
That run, good for a 1st down. The offense still rolling. Back in motion now. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Makes a quick catch.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. Tackled, but 1st down.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a 1st down for this offense.
The Buckeyes lining up here on 1st and 10. Fires it to the wideout. Freshman shows inexperience, lucky it didn't get intercepted.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and a receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. It's an option look. Pitch play to the back. But they tackle him after just a 2-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 8.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Lets it go quickly. Makes the catch downfield. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's 3rd down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
The Buckeyes line up with a 1st and goal. First and goal, handoff. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2.
Just down here inside the 10-yard line. These are tough yards to come by. Positive yards. Good push inside there by that offensive line.
Offense facing 2nd and goal. Looks to his left and makes the completion. And it's a touchdown, but there is a flag down. Let's check out the marker. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. All right, it's 2nd down and goal now for this offense. Quarterback drops back. Pressure is coming. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
On 1st and goal, Chris, they run the football and lose yards. Then here on 2nd down, they try to throw it in, come up with a sack. What can the offensive coordinator come up with here on 3rd down? Because they've been going in reverse on these last couple plays.
And the offense facing a 3rd and goal from a long way away. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Receiver in motion now. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. But it's incomplete. They miss an opportunity, and now it's 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
Coach is going to take the 3 points. Here comes the field goal unit. Long enough and good. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Return begins inside the 10. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Receiver makes the catch. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Caught for the completion. Tackled pretty quickly, but that is a decent gain on the throw.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
And he picks up the 1st down before they get him to the ground.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Quick throw, catch made on the out route. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41. This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. An inside give now from the shotgun. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back that is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
trying to get the throw off. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Mobility can be a blessing or a curse for some quarterbacks. Sometimes they feel that they can make a play on every single opportunity because they have such speed. Instead of just getting down or throwing it away, they try to force the issue. This one almost backfires on him as he tried to squeeze that throw in. He's lucky.
And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Not a long return, but the pick changes possession. The offense will take over at the 28.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. He's running out of time here. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore. His pass rush has been a problem. Another sack sets up second and long. They'll try the option play here. Pitch to the back. Breaks loose at the 40. He's tackled after a big gain. Picks up a first down. Great execution on the option. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. No pin and pull there, the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease in the back, found that with the vision, and picks up some big yards for that first down.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Snags the quick throw. Running with purpose. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41. Buckeyes will come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw it on 1st down. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. From the gun, he looks for an open man. The pass rush closing in. He's looking to scramble. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Well, he was close to getting to that corner and picking up some big yards, but the defense does a good job of getting him out of bounds.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. So looks like they'll bring the field goal unit onto the field. This try is no good. And after the miss, it's still a 3-point lead.
Man, I thought he hit that pretty clean. Good hold by the holder. Everything looked to be the way you'd like as a kicker. He just misses it, and the ball trailed on him and ends up hitting the upright.
So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. And the offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Solid gain moves the ball to the 48. 1st down play here. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Gets rid of it on the move. And the sophomore quarterback throws it behind the receiver.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. He lets it go on the move, looking deep. Trying to go very deep there. Good effort. And now it's 3rd down.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch in bounds, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Let's it fly to the wideout. He pulls it in for a big gain. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Defense is coming after him. Couldn't find anybody open and just has to throw it away. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. He makes the grab. Touchdown, Tigers. Strong game by this quarterback.
Hey, they roll the dice here and decide to be aggressive, and it pays off for a touchdown, and now they have the lead. They've worked themselves back to be in a great position. They got to feel great with how this first half is ended.
PAT makes the score 7-3. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And they'll kick it off to begin the second half. Return starts from inside the 5. And the coverage team brings him down at the 26. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. We get the second half started with a running play. Takes it out to the 44. That's good for a first down.
Well, anytime you're down at halftime, you get your minds together, you try to make some adjustments, you try to get things heading in a better direction. This offense is off to a great start after this play right here.
And then first down, right back to the running game. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Gonna run it. It's Cook. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Important second down play coming up. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. And he dumps it off to the tight end. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Still searching for their first touchdown of the game, but on the move now. It's 1st and 10. And he'll set up to throw. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. That puts them on top in the second half.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you had to do was get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And this won't be returnable out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Man, you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time, they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
Chris, we always talk about adjustments being made at halftime, and this offense clearly needed to make adjustments, but what they're trying here early in the second half is not working.
Gets the kick away from his own end zone. No fair catch, looking to make a return here. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Their last possession was a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive. Can the defense come up with answers this time? Throws to the tight end. Oh, the pass is picked off. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. And he steps out, but that's the takeaway this defense was looking for.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. It's a 2-yard gain, 2nd and 8.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Dump off, caught by the running back. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
The offensive line does everything they can to try to protect the quarterback, to give him enough time to find an open receiver. But there's nobody there downfield. He ends up throwing it to the back. But how about the speed of this defense? Now, you're looking at a third down.
Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get him behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. And here's the handoff. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quick throw, the catch is made. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Makes the grab down at the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Made the defense look slow that time. How important was that touchdown, Kirk? It's now a 2-possession game here in the second half.
It's a great job of this offense with their execution and having situational awareness here in the second half. They now have, as you said, Chris, this 2-possession lead. They got a great chance to finish it off and get a win.
And the point after is right down the middle. Long kickoff, no chance for a return. It'll be a touchback. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Receiver makes the grab. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. First down and 10. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down. Now it's second down here. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Looks like he's going to run it. He'll step out of bounds. Defense keeps that to a very short gain.
Oh, this is a great job here. Looks downfield, nobody open, takes off and tries to use his legs to go for it. And gets to the sidelines, gets out of bounds, avoids the hit, and most importantly, he got that first down.
Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Fires it to the wideout. Catch is made down the middle. Makes the catch at the 10-yard line. Offense threatening now. Here we go. First and goal. A touchdown here gets him right back into this game. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance and a really nice gain.
Solid first down gain sets the ball up close to the goal line, and they finish it off here on second and goal. And the fullback takes a turn running the football. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Missouri. Now the important point after attempt. The extra point cuts the lead to 3, 17-14. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away.
Number 12, set to kick this one away.
He'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team.
Ohio State Buckeyes will take over first and 10.
Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Well, that's exactly what defensive coordinators love to see. You've got a cornerback that typically is known for his ability to cover, and here he shows some physical toughness by sticking his nose in there, and he comes up with a nice play in support.
Second down play coming up.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Ohio State 17, Missouri 14.
Great job of the defense pushing him back on first down. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot. But I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
First down. They're going to throw the football. catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Planning up to try the extra point. Extra point up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the fourth quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And here comes a deep shot. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And now the try here for the extra point. PHC is good. They still trail, though. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. That one sails out of the back of the end zone at the touchback. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Breaking free at the 35. They bring it down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line and the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Toss play, running right. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
Now, I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Good call here by the offense to be able to pick up this first down. And, Chris, it makes you wonder, with under 3 minutes to go in this game and trailing, the defense sitting back in their base, I thought they might be in a little bit more of an aggressive mindset, turning the blitz loose, trying to create some plays to get the football back.
They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, they get positive yards here, but I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, drops back. Running out of time in the pocket. Down he goes, a sack.
Chris, I got to tip my cap to this quarterback. I know he's putting up some yards today, and let's face it, they've got the lead, but he has faced some pressure. That's the 4th time that they've been able to get after him and bring him down, so it's feast or famine one way or another in this game right now.
And it's intercepted, a crushing play. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, I got to question the play call right here. Give the defense credit. They get the interception. They put themselves in a spot to maybe tie this game. But what was the offensive coordinator thinking with the lead, taking a chance, and it backfires?
A handoff to the back. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack. And they're
caught way downfield for a huge gain. Tackle is finally made, but it's a huge gain all the way to the 48-yard line. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. And now the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and the run fits on that play.
Empty backfield. Offense spreading the field with 5 wide. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Great grab on the sideline. He does get the foot down before going out of bounds.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary. And they bring a certain toughness, too, that catches my eye.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down. Here we are late in a one-score game, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. It's a toss to the left side. And he stops short. Huge play with the defense on fourth down. They will take over protecting this lead.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. Making people miss. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember, the ball is inbounds, and the clock keeps moving here late in the game, and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all three to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
On first down, they'll keep the running game churning. And he will be stuffed for no gain. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. He breaks free. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. Gets loose, able to scramble for a solid gain. Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. We head now to the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to bleed out the clock and secure this win. A crucial play in this game. It's third down and 2. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Crucial play here. They go to the air. Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage. The Buckeyes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. First down, looking to throw the ball. Oh, look out, the football is free. The offense gets the football back. Very lucky. Still have a chance now.
Well, it's a good job by the defense to force the fumble, but you have to have the collective awareness for someone to get on top of it. It's a lucky break for the offense.
Ball handed off. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. So the offense faces third and short from the plus 26. Might be 4-down territory, but let's see what the call is here. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Touchdown, Buckeyes. This quarterback on fire today. Almost set up for the PAT. Extra point, up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the fourth quarter. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. Remember, last time they went for it on fourth down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. He'll take a deep shot here. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
And here's a deep throw with the clock winding down. Catch made for a big game, but the fans are wondering where was that earlier in this football game. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And now another deep ball here. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Chris, not only really good coverage here by the defense, but I love their awareness. That ball is in the air, headed to the end zone, and the ball is separated from the receiver with the contact.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down.
Hey, you're trailing late in a game like this. You're looking to get the ball thrown to the outside on the perimeter, make a nice catch, pick up positive yards, and then get out of bounds. If that defense is going to give it to you, take it every time.
And the defense signals time here with just 13 seconds left on the clock. So out comes the field goal kicker. If he makes it, this becomes a one-score game. This to make it a one-score game here in the final minute and set up an onside kick. And that is no good. After the miss, they're still down by 10.
Now, that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. And now you can see he's hanging his head. Poor kicker.
2nd after their defense cannot stop him short of the marker. Well, this was an intriguing matchup coming in. We weren't sure which way it was going to go. Kirk, what do you think made the difference today?
Well, I think it's the